Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Today, I have a very special topic for you. The biggest controversy in chess history is getting pretty heated. Basically, Magnus Carlson is the alpha omega in the chess world. And I think he hasn't lost over the board in a chess match while playing white in like 2 years. So in a recent tournament, a 19-year-old named Hans Niemann shocked the chess world by actually beating Magnus over the board while Magnus was playing white. After the loss, Magnus quit the tournament and left without saying anything, while there's still games left to be played. Long story short, Hans had a history of cheating in online chess matches, and people suspect that Magnus quitting the tournament is Magnus implying that Hans was somehow cheating over the board. But how exactly was Hans cheating? Someone would have to be standing over the board watching Magnus play, checking the best moves for Hans with the chess AI, and then somehow relaying that information to Hans through body signals. I'm sure things like that have happened before, but there wasn't anyone standing over Magnus with a cell phone. Hans doesn't appear to be doing anything suspicious, so if Hans is cheating, the truth must be something far more sinister. Perhaps it has something to do with super advanced nanomachines, a device planted inside of Hans' skull where he can receive information from somebody who is watching the game online. But there is a delay between when the moves happen and when Hans reacts to the moves. Hans doesn't appear to be waiting to receive information in any way that lines up with the TV delay. So what is it then? Well, this is going to sound kind of crazy, but remote controlled vibrating anal beads. And before you click away, hear me out. Not just one set of beads in a controller, but a chain of vibrating beads and controllers, all communicating with Morse code. Let me break this down for you. Hans has vibrating beads inside of his rectum. A person in the crowd has beads inside of his rectum, but also has two controllers. One controller for Hans and one controller for a person outside the building using a chess AI. Magnus makes a move, and Hans's crowd plant sends the information to the person outside the building. The person outside the building finds the best move on the AI and uses the controller for the crowd plant's anal beads to relay the information back. Then the crowd plant uses Hans' controller to relay the information to Hans. A sophisticated line of anal bead telephone using Morse code. It's actually brilliant if you think about it. So there it is, 100% proof that Hans is definitely cheating. Magnus remains the superior godlike chess alpha that he is, and all is right in the chess world and everybody can move on. Hans will rightfully be ousted from the chess world for eternity, forever known as the anal bead cheating scum that he is. Okay. Satire, obviously. So what actually happened? Magnus was suspicious of Hans from the start because Hans had admitted to cheating online in the past. The theory goes like this. Magnus thinks that someone in his camp is leaking his prep information to other players, like Hans. So during the match, Magnus played an obscure line that he never played publicly, sort of like setting a trap. If Hans reacts to the line with the best move, it kind of looks suspicious because how could Hans prep for some obscure line that Magnus never played unless his prep was leaked? Only Magnus and his team would know these obscure lines that he never played, right? Well, Magnus had played these lines before, and it is possible that Hans was prepping for obscure stuff to happen. A lot of the grandmasters in the chess community have been implying that Hans did cheat. Hans was banned from playing in certain online tournaments, and if you look around online, it seems like people are leaning towards the idea that he did cheat. Do I think he cheated? It's kind of hard to say. People will always find creative ways to cheat, especially when there's money or status on the line. That's why I don't play chess online. It's too easy and tempting to just check what the AI would do. Just a couple moves here and there, or maybe I want to move up in rank so I can practice against higher quality competition. You know, whatever excuses you might have. I like Hans. It is possible that he cheated, and it's possible that anyone cheated. People get attached to celebrities and think that they know them personally. my favorite blank 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 player would never cheat. That's not him. But you don't really know, do you? You only see a public face. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Magnus could be cheating for all you know. A cheater does recognize a cheater. Probably not though. Magnus probably does have someone in his camp leaking information. Hard to say if Hans was getting that information or Hans just outplayed Magnus. I want to be clear. I'm just saying things. I'm just coming off the top of my head. I'm not implying anything. This video is mostly satire because we don't really know what happened. And we won't really ever know what happened unless Hans admits it. Or perhaps someone in his anal bead Morse code line comes forward. But yeah, I mean, all right, that's all I got. If you made it this far, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, help a smaller channel gain some momentum. I've been a chess fan for 20 years or something, like since I was a little kid. I'd like to see chess get more exposure, more interesting personalities in the scene. Maybe some people making content that aren't grandmasters or high-level players. Like I said, I don't even play online. I'm really just a fan. So that's kind of a unique perspective, right? Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.